Jambo, Rafikki here. I am here in the African jungles of Tanzania. Welcome to my home. I am here on a search for something great. An amazing creature. An ape. Did you know that there are 4 kinds of great apes? Gorillas, orangutans, chimpanzees, and bonobos. Gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos live in groups here in Africa. Unlike monkeys, apes do not have tails. They also have arms that are longer than their legs. We are currently roaming eastern Tanzania in search of one of these amazing creatures. I am hoping that today we do indeed find an ape, and me, Rafikki, will be able to communicate with it. Come along with me as we journey to find one of these one-of-a-kind creatures in their natural habitats. Look, a baby orangutan, high up in the tree. I see an orangutan here, so to me that tells me something bigger and better is nearby. Come along. Watch out for the wild anaconda. We must be very quiet. We are in the ape's habitat. Here it is. The great ape. Now it is my turn, Rafikki, to see if I can communicate with this one-of-a-kind creature. The ape wants to tell you something. The ape wants to tell you about responding to reading. What? The ape says something very important. The ape, his name, ape, stands for something more. More than just gorilla, orangutan, or bonobo. Ape stands for something that you use when you respond to questions in reading. After reading a text and answering a question, you use his name, ape, to help you respond. He tells me A stands for answer the question. When you are answering a question in reading, after reading the text and seeing a question, you want to make sure you put that question in your answer. Let me give you example. Why are the ape's arms longer than its feet? If I were to answer this question using A in ape, I would state something like this. The ape's arms are longer than its feet because it helps keep the weight balanced of the ape. There is my answer to my question. The ape also wants you to know that after answering the question. You need to P. Prove it, prove it, prove it. When you prove the answer after you answer the question, you provide details from the text you are reading. Therefore, something that goes along with my question, why are an ape's arms longer than its feet? After reading a specific nonfiction text, I would use details from that text to provide information that explains why an ape's arms are longer than its feet. I would use not just one prove it, I would use 3. Everyone with me. Prove it, prove it, prove it. The ape also wants you to know that there is E in his name. Extend your thinking. After A answering the question, P, prove it, prove it, prove it. You want to E, extend your thinking. You think, why those facts that you stated, those details, why do they answer the question? How does it connect? That's the job for you. If I'm thinking back to my question, why is an ape's arms longer than its feet? After I've answered the question, prove it, prove it, prove it, saying things like in the text states, proved it with details, then I want to extend by thinking why those details relate to the question. What kind of connections can I make back with my homeland in Africa? Those are things that you need to think about. The ape is sitting here thinking and telling you, my friends, that this is an important thing to remember. His name, ape, A-P-E, stands for something more than just his name, but a response to literature. Everyone with me. A stands for answer the question. P stands for prove it, prove it, prove it. And E stands for extend your thinking. My journey here is done. Thank you, ape, for communicating with me. Thank you for allowing to see this special creature in its actual wildlife habitat of Africa. We will go on many other journeys in the near future. But right now, I need to say Kwaheri, which means until next time, from Rafikki.